Shattered to Shining. In my book, From Shattered to Shining, I wrote about the potter who took much care in creating vessels for different uses. Each one of his vessels had a subtle uniqueness about it.
From the very start, you knew all that I could be. You have always known me. You created me. You comprehend my heart, formed my inward parts. Even in my darkest night, you shone your light. As I worship you, you open up my eyes to see. As I worship you, you reveal my destiny.
He loved each one of his creations and crafted them with much care and consideration for what their purpose was to be. He wanted every piece to be admired and appreciated according to what it was created to achieve. He understood their value and all the hidden intricacies that went into each design to uniquely fulfill its function. Releasing his personal creations always caused him much consternation. He knew they had to leave his care to reach their full potential, but he also knew he was releasing them into a harsh world.
Across oceans wide, live for you, lay down my life, send me. Sail upon the raging sea, reaching for my destiny, send me. Send me. Send me. Send me. And I will go to the nations. The good news of the gospel I will take. And I will go to the nations. Holy Ghost disciples I will make.
At times, he had to observe vessels that had been cracked and chipped, unable to fulfill their intended purpose. Now relegated to a secondary purpose or even totally disregarded, when he knew that if returned to him, he could totally restore them. The potter reminds me of our Creator. Psalm 139 says, "You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb." God's whole heart goes into the creation of every person. If the potter puts so much care into his creation, imagine how much more care God puts into his. He would craft them with perfect precision, unrestrained creativity, and absolute uniqueness. He would have a special purpose in mind for each one to fulfill and fully equip them with gifts and talents and skills and temperament, everything they needed to fulfill their purpose. His desire is they are loved, nurtured, and cared for until they reach that potential. Just as the potter weeps when he sees a damaged, discarded vessel, imagine how God weeps over each of his broken, misused, or misplaced creations.
Another life shattered by the fall, like broken glass smashed upon the wall. Another life falling by the wayside, broken dreams causing you to run and hide. Wasted life, no particular direction.
God weeps, knowing they can be restored if they were returned to Him. Each vessel, as it navigates life's journey, will inevitably encounter challenges. It may bump against a similar vessel, suffering a fine crack. It begins to leak and is no longer able to fulfill its intended purpose. Another may receive a huge chip and can certainly not function to full capacity. At this point, repair is the only option for restoring it to proper function. Otherwise, it can only be relegated to a secondary use. It may still be functional, but not fulfilling the original intention of its designer. Don't settle for a secondary purpose. Focus on a future of wholeness, productivity, and forward movement. Do not shrink back. Return to your Maker. Receive restoration and press on from being shattered and go on to shining.